Is subscribe button to stay tuned for all our new videos. But let's look into the question of the day from one of our subscribers. Is Wushu effective in a street fight? Originating in China over 4,000 years ago, Wushu is time-honored, rich in content, and diversified in forms. In its age-long process of development, Wushu has been referred to as martial arts, Gaoshu, Gong Fu, and Kung Fu. The origin of Wushu can be traced back to the early activities of the ancestors of the Chinese people, who struggled hard for survival, doing everything they could to keep their peace and sound mind. During the prolonged cold weaponry age, Wushu was employed by the army to subdue the enemy, practiced by the ordinary people as a means for self-defense and physical training, as well as for a cheerful life. So when you look at the art form being practiced, it's as though you are watching a majestic dance ritual that could very well have a person screaming in terrible agony from some of the strikes and blows that can come from fighting a Wushu practitioner. Street fighting is not a dance. We know that through and through. And if we were to call it any style of dance, it would definitely not be considered a graceful ballet. It's brunt, it's straightforward, it's in your face right there, right now. There is no room to gracefully float across a stage to present the intricate stylizing of its fighting form. Street fighting has no rules and takes no prisoners. And, depending on the opponents, could easily end in death due to the fact that when you are in a street fighting mindset, the mind goes into the fight or flight mode, and that can be quite the table turner for many people. But what does this mean about Wushu and its effectiveness? Well, you would assume that if you were to have a street fighter just blatantly rush a well-trained Wushu martial artist, then that fighter might very well find themselves stunned by a quick defensive maneuver that could instantly incapacitate the street fighter. It could literally end in seconds due to the grace and agility, and let's not forget the main factor here, speed. When practicing the art of Wushu, The student goes through rigorous training for their mind and body to be transformed from the basic use of their limbs. Training in water is a common way to increase the speed of punches and kicks, and the self-defense training alone is enough to very well protect a Wushu martial artist in a random street fight. Now, you know we have to still allow for the street fighter to have room here. This wouldn't be brutal TV if we didn't. A street fighter could very well overpower or play downright dirty in order to best their opponent. This means sand in the eyes, throwing things, using weapons found on the ground, headbutting, and even biting. Look, no one ever said that there was true honor in street fights. It could end pretty ugly for the Wushu artist. Broken bones, eyes gashed, the list goes on. But if we were to look at the fairness of the fight and keep some of those attributes away, I guess we could feel very safe to assume that Wushu would definitely be an effective style of fighting when it comes to a street fight. Now, if we could only put these theories to the test and really see these play out in the ring, who'll be up for the challenge? By all means, if you are, make sure you videotape it for the rest of us to enjoy. You know, for research purposes. That's all for today. Be sure to check out our other insane videos and let us know which art form you would like us to analyze next in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.